We've like turned into children. It's like we need complete entertainment from the world continuously, and it's like we're completely
gorging
on the,
life.
On life and the ability to like move. So like the idea of like putting us back into a box of any description, no, it doesn't work. We're Heymoonshaker,
and you're watching Fresh Milk TV.
We met in New Zealand, 2008. Yeah, we were
in
playing,
Nelson.
Yeah, we were playing mini golf. Then we travelled for like 3 months together after that.
Worked on the vineyard. He did like 4 days. I did like 2 days.
You did 1 day.
I did a day and a half.
It's
such a shit job though.
Fuck this. Fuck this.
Like it was so rubbish. It really lonely as well. Just like lifting wires.
Send me for a surprise. I need to name a few of lovers. The way they stole.
At the time that I was busking, for me to give up would be to then do what? Like get a normal job, and I had no education, or go back to school. It definitely was hard, but there was never a point where I was going to quit.
I quit a few times. Yeah, like, well, because he went off after we travelled, like in New Zealand. He went off to Australia, and he was telling me Melbourne was a real good place to busk. So I arrived in Melbourne, and it was like well difficult to like make some change. So I ended up getting a gig off a mate Ed, and it was in like a supermarket, and they sat me next to the bananas, and there were loads of people walking around like serving fruit. And then I was just like, this is shit. So
we spoke about whether or not we could live somewhere, or whether or not we would, like how we feel about it, because I had this conversation with our manager when we were in America. We got lost on this bus, and we got off and sat on like this concrete bench, and it had been 3.5 weeks on the road, and it's the start of my year. Like I know what's coming. It's a year of moving the whole time, but 3.5 weeks in, for our manager was like enough. And we sat down on this bench. I sparked up a cigarette, and I just looked up at this sky. I was like, and I was thinking about the question he was just about to ask. I was like, fucking hell, I get to do this all over the world, all the time. This is fucking amazing. And then he says, couldn't do what you do. Couldn't do what you lads do. I was like, fuck, I was just thinking the opposite.
it's been a new like recording process for us, because we've not walked into the studio blind this time. So it's always kind of like an idea, and then it's like, you've got a day to do this, and it's like, right, there's the idea. But like now we've been able to like sit back at the beginning of the year and look into it a bit more, and like the sound which has been created is a bit more, I think like the last 2 years have been really good, because we've had the opportunity to really shape what it is that we want to perform, and now from the beginning of the year we were able to like actually put it together, and yeah, it's exciting. It's really sexy music.
Yeah, it's sexy. Yeah. That's one thing. It's a bit dark. I think we really like got some nasty shit out of us during this process, but it's sexy and like, yeah, honestly dark.
We'll sit down and you see, no girl make a fool out of me.
I was 18. I saw a guy called A+. I saw him do it first, and I've never seen anything like it. Complete power. The whole room just like, fuck. Like this guy's like a magician or something. So the day after I started beatboxing. Sometimes it's really strenuous, but it's only because of what I do to my body in my life and during the performance. Like, I get excited, I get carried away, I don't hold my technique, and I strain myself. But I'm young, so fuck it.
To be honest, like, this is exactly what I want to be doing.
Sat in a bath having a fucking conversation.
Yeah, in Berlin, this is quality. Like, not really thinking too much about the future, but very much like being 100% grateful for like the now. It's like amazing.
To be honest, everything's pretty sweet. You know, we got like an amazing following. It's really nice. Shit's in place. Like, fuck yeah, I'd love to play to 80,000. But if it's coming, it's coming. And if it's not coming, this is cool, man. I'm not like, yeah, I'm grateful of what it is already. It's way more than I thought we would have done.
All these lives I lead, love left up to you and finally left up to the chance.
Growing up, I listened to Queen.
Growing up, I listened to Rod Stewart.
And a bit of Pink Floyd in the beginning.
Steve Harley and the Cockney Rebel.
Genesis, Phil Collins. That was my mum's influence.
T-Rex and Slade.
Then Dr. Dre and Eminem. Got well into that.
Talib Kweli, Mos Def.
Mos Def. Never got into Mos Def. I think it's sick though. He's a good actor too.
Pendulum.
After that, yeah, heavy drum and bass. Started with Jungle, like the Jungle Massive album. It's fucking unreal. The S, the U, the P, the E, the R. It's fucking brilliant. So if, with all the gnarly shit that's going on in the world, what bumper sticker would we make? Somebody did, it's called Every Cloud Has a Silver Lining.
There you go.
But somebody else did that, so fucking chill out, mate. That's what I...
Fucking chill out, mate.
That's what I'd write. Fucking chill out, mate.
Yeah.